3 and 4.
Hell yes.
We both agreed that Conor McGregor was going to win. You went with Dustin because you wanted, you said, I think McGregor's going to win too, but I'm going to go with Dustin. I was so shocked by the way this fight played out.
I wasn't.
I'm going to be honest. If Conor would have jumped for the guillotine or dropped for that guillotine, I don't think he would have stayed on the ground that long, and it would have been a lot better on the feet. I don't know why he went for the guillotine. He's never went for a submission in the UFC ever. Do you think he knew his foot was hurt, and that's why he went for the guillotine?
But he went to it before his foot. Like, they're saying that he got... it depends on when he got hurt. That's the problem, is that...
I've seen 2 different ones that show...
a potential?
It before it went to the ground and after, where there's 2 potential places where he could have damaged or disrupted the integrity of the bone in his foot. So I've seen 2 instances, so I don't know. It's all speculation. He's going to tell you it didn't happen.
True. He's going to make it sound like, like it was a faulty thing, and that he just the way he stepped on it, so it was his own fault. I don't know. I don't. He was getting it, dude. I don't know. I don't think it was that close of a fight.
Oh no, it definitely wasn't. Even in the stand-up, while he did look a little bit better in the first couple, like 30, 45 seconds, the reason they clinched is because Dustin he landed a couple hard shots, and Conor shot, and they clinched, and Dustin put him against the fence. That was the whole reason that happened. So the tides were turning in the stand-up as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. This whole fight was weird to me, and I'm already tired of, people are like, we've got to run it back. We've got to have a 4th. And it's like, no, you don't, first of all. You don't at all.
Well, let me tell you why you do. And I'm thinking like a promoter. You do because this fight didn't end definitively. It ended because of an injury or doctor stoppage or whatever you want to call it. That's a way that you sell a 4th fight, because the 3rd one didn't end in a definitive manner. There's a lot of money to be made there. That's why you have the 4th one, specifically because of money. However, I think Dustin's proven he's evolved past Conor at this point. So if I'm Conor, I think I take this as a lesson and I don't do a 4th fight, because it's just going to put another loss on your record.
So here's my question to you. Serious question. All right. Poirier has now, since 2017, actually since 2014, since his last loss to Conor, he's lost 2 fights. All right. One of those was to Khabib. And that doesn't count as a fight. All right. So he has now beaten this cat twice. Okay, he beat him the first time he beat him. All right. Did the doctor stop it because of a broken ankle? Yes. Yes. Was Poirier winning that round? Yeah. What? Do we know what would have happened the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th and the 5th? No, we don't. We can speculate. But in my opinion, is that fair to Dustin to force him to be like, hey man, we want you to do a 4th because of the money, whereas you actually have the potential to, go for the championship? Like you.
So that's a little different, because you're talking about forcing him. I don't want to force him to do it. I'm just saying that's the reasons you could sell a 4th fight, and why, if all parties wanted to, they could make more money.
I'm with that, but it's the UFC under a contract, and they can force him. And if they're like, hey, look, we want you to take that fight, like we want you to do we want you to do the Conor fight. I feel like I almost feel like they would force him to do it just because of the money. I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
The whole thing's sticky, dude.
it is. Now, here's the thing. It's going to take Connor a little while to recover from that. I think Dustin fights for the lightweight title by the end of the year. So let's say Dustin has the title. Let's say Connor comes back and doesn't want Dustin right away. What if he fights Nate Diaz and beats him? Then can you sell that fight even better? And then if you're Dustin, you're like, man, even a bigger payday.
Did you say if
Like,
Dustin had the championship?
yeah,
No, no.
because when you're a champion, in my opinion, you shouldn't get to choose who you're fighting.
If I'm okay, but I'm going to tell you this, and I'll be honest with you. Because this is recording, if Dustin wins, if he beats Oliveira, if he gets the chance and he beats Oliveira, McGregor comes back after he heals. He beats Diaz, all right, and they give McGregor a shot at Dustin again for a fourth. I would not cover the UFC. Like if I was in those rankings, if I was a lightweight, I would absolutely quit. Like I would find any possible other promotion to go to, because that would be the biggest joke ever. To allow somebody to get, man, the dude's 1-4 since 2017. Like, he doesn't deserve to be, like, the fourth one's cool with the money and all, but he doesn't deserve to be near a ring with somebody with a title. I understand what he's done, but the only win he's had since 2017 is against the most washed up fighter there is right now. No offense to the guy, but
I didn't know Tony Ferguson was in this conversation.
I'm not talking about Tony Ferguson.
That's who I want to see Connor fight, by the way. I would love that fight.
Yeah, give him that. Give him anybody besides a guy who's in the top damn five. Like, stop giving him these top 5 fights.
A fourth fight would make more sense if he found a way to deserve it. Like, he come back, beat Tony Ferguson, then he fights Oliveira because he just lost to Dustin Poirier for the title. So he beats Oliveira, then he beats Gaethje or Chandler. It would make more sense if he kind of earned it, but they're just past that in his career. Regardless if people like it or not, he's not going to have to earn anything anymore.
All right. So, since the beginning of 2017, Poirier is 8-1. All right. Remember that. 8-1. McGregor's 1-4. The same time span, dude. They're the same age. They're 32. That's literally the same fucking age and time span, and those are the 2 different records.
I think it matters at how active Dustin's been, man. He's just totally transformed into a better martial artist and fighter.
I was talking to somebody about this today. I said those dudes pretty much came in the UFC around the same time. Like, as far as like coming in and getting started as fighters. All right. And Poirier's took a little bit slower turn at the beginning. He had a couple of losses. He wasn't as an exciting fighter, like a well-known, like, glamour fighter, whereas, Conor was, and they're in the same division. So what Conor does is Conor comes in, he fights a couple of dudes, he beats the shit out of a couple of guys. Poirier was part of that little run. He gets a title shot, beats the title, beats the shit out of the title guy. Goes again, and then he wins a couple big ones. So, and then now, like, all of a sudden on this, like, he leaves for a little bit and does a boxing match, and now he can't seem to win. I don't know, but Poirier is still, like, just winning. It's like, all right, who do I have to fight next? Again, the Habib fight doesn't count because, shit.
I'm excited to see where Dustin goes from here. We'll leave it at that. For me, I'm excited to see what happens because I think he actually is one of the nicer people and deserves everything that he gets that is good. That being said, I feel the same way about Charles Oliveira, so I don't want to see either one of them lose.
True. I think that'll be a good fight, though.
Yeah. I think so too. I think Dustin's grappling's good enough to do exactly what Michael Chandler was doing in the first round, but I don't think Dustin will get caught with that left hook. His boxing's too good. So I think Dustin wins it. But
I tend to
anyway,
agree.
so looking at our picks, I went 2-5, you went 3-4, so I'm now 15-20, and you're 18-17. Also, I hate you.
Did you say you're 15-20?
Yeah.
Jesus, son.
And it doesn't get any better because the main card of this next event, I don't know many of these people.
This is going to be fun.
So let's go ahead and get started on this weekend's card. Do you have a fight on the prelims that you want to cover? Because I don't know any of them, so I'm at your leisure here.
You know, I don't. And I'll be honest with you. I think we probably should just stick to the main card. I mean, it's a 5 card. No, it's a.
I'm cool with just doing those 5 because I still don't know much about any of these others. Also, so let's just do those 5.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so let's start off with Gabriel Benitez against Billy Quarantillo. So Benitez is 22-8. Billy, because I don't know how to say his last name, is 15-3.
Quarantillo.
Using the Tapology rankings, Billy is ranked number 42, and Gabriel Benitez is 56. That's at lightweight though, so he's dropping down to featherweight, or is this? Yeah, this is being held at featherweight.
Well, I know nothing about pretty much both of these guys. But what I'm looking at. Interesting.
I kind of like Billy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
He looks like he's won some fights in some different ways.
Gabriel trains at AKA, so you know he's gonna come in fighting.
Billy fights out of Tampa. Doesn't tell anything more than that. But he did win his first 3 UFC fights. I mean, that does count for something.
That's fair.
Okay. Tell me about Rodolfo Vieira and Dustin Stoltzfus. I'm gonna need them to start giving us like pronunciations for all these names.
Stoltzfuss.
And he's American.
Pennsylvanian.
Oh, okay. Well, then not really.
That's messed up.
I have nothing against Pennsylvania. Don't even know why I said that. Dustin's 13-2. Rodolfo 7-1. Now Rodolfo ranked 35th on the middleweight rankings on Tapology, and Dustin 93 on the middleweight rankings. Rodolfo Vieira, okay, he's a jiu-jitsu guy. I knew I recognized the name. He's had a lot of high-level grappling matches.
I can see that now.
And his last loss in the UFC was an arm and guillotine choke. Huh.
It's pretty ironic.
Yeah. I mean, it happens to everybody. I mean, you get punched in the face and you forget to defend. I went first on the last one. I'll give you first on this one. It's only fair.
Ooh, I'm going to go... Vieira.
Going Vieira.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go Vieira also. I'm going to go Dustin.
Yeah, loser.
That's fine. I'm already losing anyway, so I don't care. What's it going to hurt?
Loser.
I got to make up some ground. Okay, this next one. I don't know how to say that guy's name either, but I do know he's fighting Jeremy Stevens. This fight is happening at lightweight.
Gamrot.
He's 18-1.
Yeah.
He come over from
KSW.
Yeah. Okay. Most of them do that are got that Polish. So he's got legendary Polish